Hi, Tony.
Good
What
evening.
can you tell me about the Order of the Secret Monitor degree?
The order is based on the biblical friendship of David and Jonathan. This grew following David, the shepherd, slaying Goliath. He was granted the hand of King Saul's daughter, and from that stemmed a growing friendship with his brother-in-law, Jonathan. The first or induction ceremony tells of this friendship. The second, or admission ceremony, develops the story of Saul's persecution of David and how Jonathan defied his father in warning David of potential attacks, and how David protected himself. We also have a third degree ceremony, or installation, which represents another important chapter in Masonic development. The ceremony concludes the commission of a supreme ruler, which is our worshipful master equivalent, describing when Samuel was sent by the Lord to anoint the shepherd David as a future king of Israel. This is significant because the new supreme ruler is not just installed as supreme ruler within their conclave, but qualifies him to rule any conclave, the conclave being where we meet.
And how does this degree fit in with the general narrative of the Craft chapter and the Mark degree?
Well, quite simply, it doesn't really fit in traditional Craft, Royal Arch and Mark ceremonies, as we don't use the building of a temple as an allegory. But the order is all about personal development and friendship. Brotherhood is the core of our ceremonies. Therefore, the essential lesson is brotherly love. We teach and practice brotherly love within our ceremonies, within the structure of a conclave, and within our order. Within each conclave, we have 4 appointed visiting deacons, whose duty is to communicate with the other members of the conclave and to keep the supreme ruler and the other brethren aware of any issues that could potentially adversely affect a member's life. This is not intrusive or nosy. It is simply a demonstration that we care for each other. Whilst we have 4 visiting deacons, we all act in that capacity. The structure is replicated throughout each province, so I am aware of what is happening throughout my province. And the Grand Supreme Ruler is aware of the situation throughout the order. We are a very caring order, and our jewel, the Shield of David, aptly illustrates the interconnection between our members.
And how large is your province, and how many conclaves do you have, and where do they meet?
I have 14 conclaves within my province, covering Cheshire and North Wales, although 2 are restricted membership for provincial officers and past and present members of my provincial Arch of Steel, which is the equivalent to the bodyguard within the Knights Templar. The 12 conclaves are fairly well spread over Cheshire and North Wales, with 5 covering North Wales, being in Bangor, Rhyl, Mostyn, Wrexham and Flint, and 7 in Cheshire: Christleton, Wallasey, Runcorn, Knutsford, Middlewich, Macclesfield and Stockport.
And how many officers are there in a regular conclave, and how often do they meet?
Conclaves generally meet 3 times a year, with one meeting, of course, being the installation. We have the regular set of officers as in a craft lodge, but they're called different titles. The Master is the Supreme Ruler. The Senior Warden is the Counsellor. The Junior Warden is the Guide. We have 4 visiting deacons rather than 2 deacons. The Inner Guard is the Garter, and the Tiler the Sentinel. In addition to the usual administrative officers, we have a scroll bearer, whose specific duty is to make sure the visiting deacons are available to contact their charges. We have another set of 6 officers within the second degree ceremony, which have no comparison.
And how can I find out more about the Order of the Secret Monitor?
We are open to all Master Masons of good standing. So, basically, once you become a Master Mason, you qualify to join the Order of the Secret Monitor. We have a relaxed ritual style, so there are plenty of opportunities for a Master Mason to develop performance and ritual skills whilst progressing to the chair of their craft lodge. Whilst saying we have a relaxed ritual style, I don't mean that we are casual about the ritual. There are some excellent ritualists within the order, and my Provincial Grand Chancellor has a team of supporting officers who will attend and stand in for any missing officer or perform a specific passage of ritual, which ensures every candidate receives an excellent ceremony. We have a website, which is osm Cheshire and North Wales.org.uk. But the best way is to look for one of our members, who can often be found sporting a lapel pin of a bow and arrow, one of the moral symbols of our order.
Tony Stringer, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.